Bruce Springsteen's personal life has been just as captivating as the stories he tells through his music. Springsteen puts deep emotion into his music, and his relationships have been just as intense. From deep romance to heartbreaking betrayal, his love life has seen its share of highs and lows, including the affair that ultimately led to the downfall of his first marriage. After years of silence, Springsteen finally speaks out about the scandal that nearly destroyed everything. What happened behind the scenes? Before we uncover the full story, it's crucial to step back and explore Bruce Springsteen's early life, because the past often holds the answers to the present. Early life. Bruce Springsteen was born on September 23, 1949 in Freehold, New Jersey, U.S. He became famous as an American singer who directed bands before building a rock musical legacy throughout the 1970s and 1980s. Bruce Springsteen grew up in Freehold, which was a mill town where his laborer father, Douglas "Dutch" Springsteen, worked beside his legal secretary mother, Adele "Nee" Zerilli. Bruce's family raised him in a Catholic household with his younger sister and brother. His passion for artistic creation and opposition towards authority led Bruce to explore the Jersey Shore to witness the local rock bands and vibrant boardwalk atmosphere, which included glamorous and harsh elements. Through lyrics that portrayed American life vividly and his commercial rock style with electric live shows, Springsteen established his role as a top musical influencer who shaped American music across the late 20th and early 21st centuries. Bruce Springsteen's journey to rock stardom proved challenging because his early years involved facing major difficulties. After playing in bar bands along the mid-Atlantic coast, Springsteen decided to go solo in 1972. He auditioned for talent scout John Hammond Sr., who quickly signed him to Columbia Records. In 1973, Springsteen issued his debuting records, which included Greetings from Asbury Park, New Jersey, alongside The Wild, The Innocent, and the E Street Shuffle. Traditional rock music combined with soul elements and rhythm and blues music produced the albums that found inspiration in musicians such as Van Morrison and Bob Dylan and Stax Volt Records. Springsteen's rough baritone voice stood out. He used it to shout on energetic tracks and bring warmth to slower songs. Though he was a talented guitarist, often playing powerful chords and classic rock and roll riffs, his guitar skills took a backseat to fit the singer-songwriter style. Bruce and Julianne's love story. Julianne Phillips was born on May 6, 1960 in Chicago, while spending her childhood in Lake Oswego, Oregon. Her modeling success took her to work between New York City and Los Angeles. She established herself as both a model and actress by the time the 1980s began showing up in television programs and film productions. Bruce Springsteen recognized her beauty and charm while he had already led the successful E Street Band at the time. Bruce Springsteen initiated his love story with Julianne Phillips in October 1984, promptly gaining widespread public interest. Julianne and Bruce exchanged their wedding vows on May 13, 1985, at a private service hosted at Our Lady of the Lake Catholic Church in Lake Oswego. The public interest in their wedding escalated because Bruce Springsteen was already a highly recognizable figure. Despite the public fascination, their marriage faced difficulties. Bruce's demanding tour schedule created strain, and their different lifestyles caused conflicts. Julianne preferred a quiet, private life, while Bruce was constantly in the public eye due to his music career. Bruce Springsteen's 1987 album Tunnel of Love marked a shift in his music, focusing on personal and introspective themes. The song One Step Up is often linked to his troubled first marriage, reflecting frustration and helplessness in a failing relationship. The lyrics, "Another fight in our dirty little war. When I look at myself, I don't see the man I wanted to be," express inner conflict and regret. The chorus, "One step up and two steps back," symbolizes repeated failed attempts to fix the relationship. Many believe Bruce's experiences inspired the song with Julianne.
In Nebraska, I called up and the woman who had reported the story was still there 30 years later.
As the album's timing coincided with their marital struggles. In a 1992 Rolling Stone interview, Bruce admitted that his songs were a way of making sense of his life and emotions at the time. Though he has never confirmed that One Step Up is about his marriage, its themes and release period suggest his personal experiences influenced it. If you thought Bruce and Julianne's love story was unexpected, wait, because what happened next was even more shocking. Their romance took a dramatic turn when Bruce hit a rough patch in his career, leading to a downfall no one saw coming: the divorce. Bruce and Julianne started their marriage optimistically, yet their relationship collapsed when Bruce faced career slowdowns, and his music revealed emotional turmoil. At the end of the 1980s, both members of their marital union showed clear signs that their connection had ended. Bruce and Julianne announced their divorce in 1988, which became a major news story. Julianne filed divorce papers, which stated that there were irreconcilable differences between them. Both parties managed their divorce separation without conflicts, since they sought an easy settlement agreement. The breakup received media attention, but they maintained secrecy regarding the most vital information. According to author Peter Ames Carlin in his book Bruce, the divorced couple Bruce and Julianne dedicated themselves to a respectable split rather than escalating the publicity about their separation. The separation between Bruce and Julianne primarily occurred because Bruce developed strong feelings for Patti Scialfa after she joined the E Street Band in 1984. Rumors regarding romance started circulating when Bruce and Julianne's relationship intensified during the Tunnel of Love tour, and they often appeared in each other's company both on stage and off stage. In a 1995 interview with The Advocate, Bruce stated, "Patti and I found each other when we were looking for something more. It wasn't easy, but we had a connection we couldn't ignore." Their divorce was finalized in March 1989, with Julianne reportedly receiving a large settlement. Despite the public scrutiny and personal challenges, Bruce and Julianne refrained from speaking negatively about each other in interviews. Bruce has maintained his marriage with Patti Scialfa as one of the central aspects of his existence. As an early music enthusiast, Patti Scialfa entered the world in 1953 in New Jersey before she decided to relocate to New York City for her singer-songwriter career. Before joining the E Street Band in 1984, Patti already had a successful music career right when Bruce began his Born in the USA World Tour. Their mutual love turned into romance while sharing the stage, and their beautiful vocal blending produced special energy during the group's performances. What do you think about Bruce Springsteen's dedication to his marriage with Patti Scialfa? Do you think this has shaped his music and career? The scandal that shook fans? Bruce and Patti exchanged marriage vows in front of family and close friends during a private event held at their home in Los Angeles in 1991. Bruce entered this marriage, establishing personal and professional changes in his life. Bruce frequently talks about how Patti greatly influenced him in his life. During his interview with The Advocate, he referred to Patti as the foundation that supported him throughout his life. Bruce and Patti revisited their first romantic experiences in interviews on Sirius Radio. The media ignited a storm after rumors spread that Bruce Springsteen was romantically involved with Ann Kelly in 2009. While exercising at a New Jersey gym, Ann Kelly, who was married, told others that she had established a bond with Bruce. Bruce's supposed infidelity with Ann became public through her spouse's divorce proceedings, which saw him claim she had an illegitimate relationship with the rock star. The revelation of his infidelity during marriage gained significant public interest because Bruce remained married to Patti throughout. The papers suggested that Bruce and Ann spent considerable time together at the gym, leading to fan and media speculation. Some saw it as a betrayal, while others defended Bruce. Bruce and Patti responded to the rumors by standing together. Bruce denied any wrongdoing, and they made several public appearances to show their unity. In a 2010 interview with The Guardian, Bruce addressed the scrutiny saying, "You learn to deal with it. You focus on what's important, your family and your work. The rest is just noise." Musician Bruce Springsteen has been among the world's most recognized musical talents. Alongside his partner, Patti Scialfa, for many decades. Their mutual devotion shows true love exists between rock stars, even if they face all types of difficulties. With his natural ability to run, Bruce discovered the love of his life in New Jersey. Bruce Springsteen and Patti Scialfa shared the same geographic region, less than 10 miles between their hometowns. Patti spent her childhood in Deal, New Jersey, located near the Stone Pony musical venue in Asbury Park, where she met Bruce for the first time in 1983. Patti stayed in New York City while working as a server. Yet, she spent her weekends going to Deal to spend time with her family and playing shows at the Stone Pony. One night, her performance caught Bruce's attention. As she recalled in a 2016 interview with New Jersey Monthly, "I remember finishing a performance one night and talking to some friends when I noticed a group of people slowly approaching me. I was starting to feel nervous. Then I turned around and saw Bruce standing there. He was so magnetic, and he had a lot of people around him." Bruce praised her singing, and they quickly became friends. However, their paths had nearly crossed years earlier. When Patti was 15, she saw an ad in the Asbury Park Press looking for band members willing to travel. She called the number and Bruce, already well-known locally, answered. When he learned her age, he gently told her, "That's a bit young. Stay in school, but good luck. See you around." Patti took his advice, finished school, and later attended the University of Miami, where she studied music. As one of the few women in her jazz department, she eventually moved to NYU to pursue her education. Throughout 1974, Patti started building her reputation as a musician, while she joined forces with Southside Johnny and the Asbury Jukes in the late 1970s. She gained public recognition through performances with the Rolling Stones and David Johansen of the New York Dolls. Bruce invited Patti to join his band less than a decade after she started her music career to play during his upcoming Born in the USA tour performances. Patti's talent was undeniable, but Bruce hesitated before officially bringing her on board. He was concerned about adding a woman to the all-male E Street Band and warned her that it might be challenging. Despite these doubts, he invited her to join the band 3 days before the tour began. Patti had to learn the entire setlist in a short time, which she managed to do flawlessly. However, Bruce worried that her look didn't match the band's rugged, working-class image on opening night. In an interview with Rolling Stone, Patti recalled, "I was wearing a pastel top with ribbons, and Bruce said, 'Maybe you should wear something less pretty.' I joke about it now. I'm surprised he didn't ask me for a haircut." To help her fit in, Bruce handed her one of his t-shirts, Broadway Motors. It was a small adjustment, but eventually they found their rhythm together. Springsteen and Scialfa are now such an essential part of New Jersey's culture that it's hard to imagine them ever leaving. However, that's exactly what they did when they moved to Hollywood, something that disappointed some of their hometown fans. Despite this, the move seemed beneficial for Bruce's mental health. Bruce felt lost after his Tunnel of Love tour in 1988 and his divorce from his first wife. He told Rolling Stone in 1992, "I felt like I was slipping through the cracks. I was very fearful and just holding on. I was making life hard for myself and others. Eventually, things became too overwhelming, and Bruce and Patti decided to relocate to his house in the Hollywood Hills. Leaving behind his New Jersey roots helped Bruce feel better, and the couple remained in California long enough to start their family. As Bruce explained to Rolling Stone, "I'd come out here for 3 or 4 months each year and always felt a bit lighter, like I was carrying less. So Patti and I moved here and things started to improve. Then the baby came, which was wonderful. It was the best thing." However, Bruce couldn't stay away from New Jersey for too long. In 2016, Patti told New Jersey Monthly that they now call Rumson, New Jersey, home and rarely visit their house in Los Angeles. Thought the scandal that shook fans was shocking? Just wait, because we're about to uncover the real story behind Springsteen's relationship with Scialfa and the twists you never saw coming. Springsteen's relationship with Scialfa. Springsteen's relationship with Scialfa differs from his past. She helped him break his bad habits by refusing to enable them. In a 1992 interview with Rolling Stone, he admitted that he tended to isolate himself. In many ways, he had once famously sung, "Baby, we were born to run." That was truer than his fans realized. When he met Scialfa, he described himself as a master manipulator. He explained, "I always found a way to move away, create distance, and avoid closeness. I wouldn't show my true feelings." However, Scialfa did not tolerate this behavior. As Springsteen shared, "She clearly understood when I was being dishonest. She could see it and call me out on it. I felt lost after the Amnesty tour in '88, but Patti's patience and understanding helped me. She's a true friend, and we have a great friendship." With her support, Springsteen began therapy, which he described as the best thing and valuable. Although he sang about going down a tunnel of love, Springsteen admitted in 1992 to Rolling Stone that he had always feared love. "My thing was keeping my distance so that if I lost something, it wouldn't hurt too much. You can do that, but you'll never truly have anything." However, he had a major realization when his wife gave birth to their first child. He recalled, "I've performed for huge crowds and felt my spirit lift on stage, but when my child was born, I felt a love I had never experienced. It was overwhelming and terrifying. I thought, wow, this love is available to everyone every day." Eventually, he learned to face his fears and open his heart fully. He told Rolling Stone, "To love someone as much as I love Patti and my kids, you must accept and live with fear and doubt about the future. You need to give everything you have today and not hold back. You can't have deep experiences without making mistakes and feeling pain. That's just part of being human." Springsteen and Scialfa have maintained one of the longest partnerships in the rock music industry. However, their relationship has faced numerous trials over time. In his memoir, Born to Run from 2016, Springsteen mentioned that his relationship with Patti experienced numerous disputes when they first met. The problems they faced instead strengthened their bond instead of damaging it. He reflected on his habit of passive aggression, which had destroyed his previous relationships. Still, Scialfa's approach to conflict forced him to be more open and honest. "Patti and I fought a lot, which was good. I didn't argue much in my previous relationships, and it was harmful." Given that their marriage has lasted for decades, disagreements are expected, but they seem to have found a way to handle them. When asked about the secret to a happy marriage, Springsteen responded, "That's bad luck to talk about. There you go." While Scialfa is well known as a member of the E Street Band, she has also proven herself as a talented artist in her own right. Even Springsteen acknowledges that her full range of abilities isn't always showcased when she performs with him. In a 2004 interview with Rolling Stone, he stated, "Patti has only used a small part of her talent on stage with the E Street Band. She's always been a great songwriter. Though she built much of her career alongside her husband, Scialfa doesn't always enjoy discussing it." What are your thoughts on Patti Scialfa's talent beyond the E Street Band? Does she get the recognition she truly deserves as a solo artist? In 2004, Scialfa told The Guardian that she felt journalists ask her about Springsteen as a way to undermine her. She stated, "I feel it's leftover cultural sexism." The 1993 solo album Rumble Doll from Patti received positive reviews from critics, despite receiving limited recognition in mainstream media channels. The public considers Bruce Springsteen to be the face of New Jersey, which secured his position in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. The U2 frontman Bono gave him the honor in 1999. Patti Scialfa waited 15 years until her induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which followed her bandmates by 15 years. She joined the Hall of Fame in 2014, where she received the honor alongside members of the E Street Band. Bruce himself had the privilege of inducting her, and in his speech he expressed his deep appreciation, saying, "Patti, I love you. Thank you for your beautiful voice. You've changed my band and my life. Thank you for our wonderful children." The platinum albums and Rock and Roll Hall of Fame recognition have not changed Bruce Springsteen into a different person, because his everyday life remains humble. The thing that most impresses people about him is his profound love for his wife. Rock stars typically get labeled as cheaters during their touring months. Yet a spouse joins most of these touring ventures, eliminating that possibility. Infidelity has never been on Bruce Springsteen's mind throughout his life. Springsteen has never seemed to have thoughts of infidelity. Bruce and Patti lived together in a 19th-century farmhouse in Rumson, New Jersey, about an hour's drive from New York City. They are frequently spotted at their local grocery store, diner, and dry cleaners. Their love is so evident that they have been known to kiss in the kitchen, which reportedly annoys their children. In 2004, Patti told Rolling Stone, "They say, please don't do that in front of us. I tell them, one day, you'll be glad to know your parents loved each other." Springsteen and Scialfa might be the most normal couple to have ever made a multi-platinum album together, though that is a very exclusive group. Death of E Street Band member. Sunrise Springsteen fans had to accept a heartbreaking situation when the much-anticipated show developed an indefinite postponement. Danny Federici's fatal passing forced an irreparable blow on the E Street Band because he was the band's keyboardist and founder who died in New York at age 58. The passing of Danny Federici after his 3-year fight with melanoma caused both musical and emotional damage to the band. Federici was essential to Springsteen's musical essence since they started at the Jersey Shore in the late 1960s. Over the years, his masterful playing on the organ, synth, piano, and accordion became a defining element of the band's signature style. Unlike more high-profile bandmates like Clarence Clemons, Steven Van Zandt, or Max Weinberg, Federici preferred to let his music do the talking, shaping the mood and depth of countless Springsteen classics. His piano work on Born in the USA helped solidify the song's anthemic power, and his absence leaves a deep void. The loss is deeply personal for Springsteen, who shared a 4-decade musical partnership with Federici. In a heartfelt statement on his website, he reflected, "Danny and I worked together for 40 years. He was the most wonderfully fluid keyboard player and a pure natural musician. I loved him very much. We grew up together." For the E Street Band, this is more than just a loss. It's the end of an era, and moving forward without Federici will be an emotional and artistic challenge. If you were shocked by death of an E Street Band member, get ready for another emotional moment, as Bruce Springsteen now faces the heartbreaking loss of his mother. Bruce Springsteen mourns the loss of his mother. Adele Zarilli Springsteen, the steadfast legal secretary, musical muse, and beloved concert dance partner, was more than just Bruce Springsteen's mother. She was his anchor. Her passing at 98 wasn't just a personal loss. It was a devastating blow that shook the very foundation of Bruce's life and career. Springsteen announced her death in an emotional Instagram post, sharing a video of them dancing to Glenn Miller's In the Mood, a bittersweet reminder of their shared unbreakable bond. The caption was simple yet heartbreaking. Adele Springsteen, May 4, 1925, January 31, 2024. But the weight of his grief became evident as he quoted lyrics from The Wish. This song immortalized his mother's sacrifices and love. For over a decade, Bruce had been watching his mother slowly slip away due to Alzheimer's disease. In 2021, he revealed that she could no longer speak or stand. The woman who once held their family together through years of hardship, the force that fueled his relentless drive, was fading before his eyes. And now, she was gone. Adele was the spirit of resilience, the embodiment of warmth, and the heartbeat of Bruce's earliest inspirations. She was the one who scraped together enough money to buy him his first guitar, a moment captured in The Wish. Little boy and his ma shivering outside a rundown music store window, lying underneath a brand-new Japanese guitar. She worked tirelessly, juggling responsibilities with unwavering determination, and Bruce idolized her. Her influence on his life and career was immeasurable. She shaped the man, the artist, and the legend he became. Her presence in the audience, her joyful dances on stage, her boundless support, these weren't just fond memories, they were the foundation of his emotional and creative identity. Losing her didn't just leave a void in Bruce's heart, it left scars that may never fully heal. His mother was his rock, and without her, the weight of that absence would echo through his music, performances, and soul. When Bruce Springsteen became a global icon, his mother, Adele, wasn't just a spectator. She was part of the magic. She lit up concert halls from America to Europe, proving that her son's success was also her stage to shine. Well-versed in the audience cameo tradition of Dancing in the Dark, Adele easily embraced the spotlight. In 2012, she wasn't just watching. She performed, danced, and sang backup on Twist and Shout at New Jersey's MetLife Stadium. And in March 2016, at the age of 90, she and Bruce shared an unforgettable moment at Madison Square Garden, hip-wiggling to the electrifying Ramrod. But her presence in Bruce's life wasn't just about music, but unwavering support. He often visited her at work, observing the quiet dedication of people who found purpose in their daily grind. "I found a lot of inspiration in those simple acts," he once said, a testament to her influence on his work ethic and artistry. Her sacrifices shaped his path. As a young mother, she scraped together money to buy him his first guitar, a moment immortalized in The Wish. Little boy and his ma shivering outside a rundown music store window. That night, on top of a Christmas tree shines one beautiful star, and lying underneath a brand new Japanese guitar. Well, it was me in my Beatle boots, you in pink curlers and matador pants, pulling me up on the couch to do the twist for my uncles and aunts. When her boy hit the big time, she worked in much larger rooms from America to Europe. Though well-versed in the audience cameo ritual Dancing in the Dark, she happily played the musical field. In 2012, she danced and sang background on Twist and Shout at New Jersey's MetLife Stadium. In March 2016, when she was 90, mother and son hip-wiggled to the raucous Ramrod at New York's Madison Square Garden. From the highs of romance to the depths of heartbreak, one question remains. Did this scandal make Bruce Springsteen a stronger man, or did it leave a lasting scar on his personal life? Share your thoughts in the comments below.